the guys back, acclimated to what we do, what we're looking forward on doing. Had a lot of guys moving around like we wanted to be moving around, so it was real good for the first day.
You had him in the spring, but what was it like to have Steele and Orgeron there day one?
Right. Well, spring was real good. We had a real good spring with Coach Steele and Coach Orgeron, but this is a different feel because we got everything, a good bit of things we wanted to get done installed in the spring, and now we can hit the ground running. So that's the only different feel about it. We love Coach Steele, we love Coach Orgeron. They bringing a different type of energy here, but just the fact that we get to come on the field and hit the ground running, and put even more things into the playbook is a real good feeling.
Coach talked a little bit yesterday about this team having as good as leadership as he's had since he's been here.
Right.
If you can kind of talk about that as a player, as far as how much leadership with guys like you has on this team.
Well, my past 3 years I've been here, when you think about leaders, you have to really sit down and pick and choose. Okay, he's a leader. Okay, he's a leader. But with this team, it's a bit different. Especially defensively. We have a lot of guys who's considered a leader. We have most of our DBs are leaders. Our first four deep or linebackers are pretty much leaders, and our D-line police themselves real well. So defensively, I can speak on it and say that a good bit of guys are leaders defensively, and offensively, I think they're really starting to step up and emerge as they get better and as they get a feel for each other. So I think this team has a lot of leaders. There isn't that one clear cut, okay, he's the leader of the team. I think we have a lot of different guys who can be leaders, and I think that's an advantage for us.
As a group, tell us about the linebackers and kind of how you guys are kind of, obviously day one at camp, but just kind of you guys as a unit gelling.
Right. Well, as far as linebackers, we're all cool. We all hang out with each other. We're all friends. But I think one thing that's getting us close together as far as mentally is, okay, we all have a position on the depth chart, but what we're doing now is everybody's cross-training. You have Will, Mike, Sam, Money, Mac. We won't label ourselves to one position. We're trying to learn every position because honestly, we don't know what we're going to be playing. I'm working Mac, Mike, and Sam, but I might be playing Money when the season starts just because we're trying different things, we're switching up, So I think that's what's having us an even better gel because we're relying on each other to learn, for everybody to learn every position.
Thanks.
The first day obviously is always real intense, but are you sensing more of an edge coming off 8-5 to this team?
Right. Like I say, I can speak for the defense. We've had some mean, tough defenses in the past, and we just want to restore that. We want to restore that tradition, and a big part of that is the 2011 defense. We've been watching them. We've been talking to those guys. We watched and seen how they practice. The leaders that was on that team. We've even looked back some of the quotes that those guys made on our wall and our players' room. So just trying to model ourselves after that defense and restore tradition. We want to get back that way, and we have all the people to do it. We have the talent to do it. We have the coach to do it, and we have the scheme to do it. So I think this year, as far as defensively, we're going to be back on top of where we want to be. Last season we was #1 in the SEC for defense, but we didn't feel that way. I mean, it was an accomplishment for us, but we want to be way better than that.
You look at like the Wisconsin game and the Mississippi State and the Auburn game, you guys got ripped a little bit.
Right,
huh?
right.
Yeah.
And the thing about that is, it has nothing to do with talent, it has nothing to do with our capability. It's all up here, it's all mental. And that's the biggest thing that we're focusing on right now is mental. If you don't have the physicality, if you don't have the want to, then you don't even belong on the field. Right now we're just working on no mental mistakes, no busts, and if we do that, and if we hit our marks and hit our goals every game that we want to do, that's nobody can stop.
What is move-in day like for you guys as players? Is it like a necessary evil when we see you guys yesterday morning checking in, in the morning, bringing stuff in, mattresses. What's that like for you? Just a pain in the butt, or is it fun to kind of get back together with everybody? What's it like for you?
Well, as a freshman, you know, when you're done with football, you go home and you come back, and it might be a little stressful for you. You don't know what to expect. But like you said, as far as the leaders, the different part with this team is we don't leave. You know, most of us we don't leave. You know, so I mean, we're moving into WCA, we're moving into place where we have to dorm in at, but most of us we haven't left. So far as the upperclassmen, you know, it's just another day.
What was the biggest adjustment during the spring with Steele in place? Was it terminology? Was it scheme that you guys had to make that adjustment during the spring, but you feel a lot more comfortable with now?
I would say terminology is one, but the biggest thing is probably the expectations is higher. You know, striving for perfection. There's less room for mistakes, and I like to always say he's been in the NFL and he knows what they expect. It's more of an NFL type atmosphere in meetings and on the field.
How do you feel about the line? Yeah, the linebacking core around you right now. I mean, Kendall's gotten a lot of play, but some people are maybe a little doubtful about the other guys in this group.
Right. Well, I mean, we're very capable. We're a very capable linebacker group. You know, I feel that Kendall has established himself. We know he can be a playmaker and a guy that can man the middle. And I believe that as far as me, Duke Riley, Debo Jones, I feel that everyone just hasn't seen the magic yet. I mean, it's there, and we're going to give it to everybody. But I think that we're just beast ready to break out. You know, given the opportunity, I think we're going to handle up on that. But I don't think anyone's going to have to worry about the linebacker position on this